Chewing and walking. Chewing and walking. How many of you guys can chew and walk? How many of you guys can do more than one thing? It's called multitasking. It's unfortunate that we've allowed robots and phones and tablets and society, social media to think for us. So, because we allow everything else to think for us, everything else is difficult to do. Everything else is beyond our comprehension. So, we don't think that we can achieve a goal and be with a woman. Now, there's some validity to that, but if you really think about it, it shouldn't be that difficult to be able to chew and walk. Go after your goal, be on your purpose, and enjoy things such as women. Abstaining is a discipline. Abstaining from something is a choice. Most of you are too weak to be able to abstain in comfort. So, in your abstaining, you decide to damn everything else because you can't balance. So here we have 50 Cent, the hardest worker, one of the hardest working black figures, rebellious figures, alpha males, if you will, claiming that he's going monk mode to achieve his goal in 2024. What is this going to do to the impressionable young men that think that everybody in Hollywood is a form and a model that we should look after? Do me a favor. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video. This is Masculinity Unlocked. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Masculinity Unlocked. I'm your host, AVX, aka Alpha Villains. 50 Cent reveals he's practicing abstinence in 2024 as he teases a new idea. The fuck is going on here, bro? The hip-hop mogul, legally known as Curtis Jackson, revealed in an Instagram post that he's practicing abstinence this year. My new idea is so big, I don't have time to be distracted. I'm practicing abstinence. I have been meditating and focusing on my goals, he wrote Tuesday. I hope this new year helps you excel to the next level. I have a problem with that, bro. This social media shit, this quote unquote real shit, this OG shit. I realize that it's so important. We're not going to make it mainstream. The truth tellers aren't going to make it mainstream. The OGs, the empowerment coaches, the people who really want to see you win because they know that you can win, isn't going to make it mainstream, bro. The talented, the creative, the influential, social engineers that are causing you to challenge yourself and see through the bullshit will not make it mainstream. So I have a problem when somebody such as talented and as powerful and pivotal as 50 Cent is here not providing context when he says he's going to practice abstinence because his new idea is too time consuming for sex. Okay? He wants to go monk mode because he's making it seem like he can't chew and walk. He's making it seem like he doesn't have bitches on standby. For the average guy who's already having difficulty with women, that may seem like a good idea. It may seem like a good idea. And I'll be honest with you, man. You know, as a handsome man, a guy who looks like he gets bitches, who claims that he used to get bitches and claims to still appear to get bitches, I'm doing okay. Now, we live in a backward jackass society, right? It's where the nerds get the bitches, the committed are telling you how to behave in a non-committed fashion. The feminine are the new masculine, etc., etc. So at the end of the day, for me, if you feel, believe, think, I'm capping, you feel, believe, think, I don't get any bitches, you feel, believe, and think that I'm broke, I'm doing the right thing. Because I'm from an era where you just are. You know what I'm saying? You niggas want to show. And there's a certain level of receipts and all that shit. But when it matters, when we want to portray, when men want to portray a certain thing to people who don't even fucking matter, and those men allow the people who don't fucking matter validate them, that's a fucking problem. So we're the unsung heroes of this masculinity shit. So when 50 Cent says that he's going to be monk mode and not have sex in a dating era, in an era where dating is tough, feminism, social media, lack of fathers, etc., 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 all the same shit. It's unfortunate that my video, my voice, my message will only hit a very small fraction of the men who need to hear it, as opposed to 50 Cent being such a high profile figure saying that if you do be abstinent, you can have and achieve success. Okay. And again, there's certain levels to this motherfucking thing. But it's all about balance. When you're younger, it's hard to balance shit out because you don't know how important your time is. You don't understand. You think you're going to be young forever. You think you're going to be able to fuck the same bitches or the same bitch for a long time and not come and keep going and going until you can't anymore. You think that problem, you're going to be able to eat that cheesecake and the pizza and shit and have the same abs and shit. You think that you're going to keep that muscle and be as strong as you are. You think that stomach is going to go down. Okay? Very important. So it's easy to think that we can only do one thing at a time. So what I always say, I always tell my guys, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay? It's an old saying. I'm not breaking any fucking news here, but stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean, AV? Basically, that fucking means during your quote unquote downtime, during your quote unquote pussyless time, you're focusing on what is important. You're focusing on the things that you can control, right? You know what I'm saying? So when the bitches do come around, when you are in a position to have bitches see you, you're on a platform and shit, you're in position for the bitches to come up so you can choose the bitch. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. Now, I think it's important to learn how to balance shit, but you don't learn that. You don't learn that until you're in a certain age. You don't learn that until you've loved and lost. You don't learn that until you've experienced some shit. But if you can listen to an OG, you can listen to a guy and give a guy a benefit of the doubt that he sounds like he knows what he's saying. He kind of looks like he kind of lived through it. And he's been pretty consistent with his message as far as making sure that men understand that they are and why they are the prize. Maybe he's saying something shit that I should listen to. Okay. Hey man, I've only rented Lamborghinis. I had one Rolex in my life when I was doing the mortgage thing, heavy, and it was pre-owned. Okay, it wasn't. I didn't have the diamonds and shit like that. It wasn't a bust down. The shit was classic. You know what I mean? I did have a bright lig as well, but I never really experienced shit the way niggas are experiencing it, or at least portraying that they're experiencing it. So when I say have balance in your life, if you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing as a man, the universe will reward you with the bitch that'll work out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. Because when you chase something, it flees. When you are something, it gravitates to you. Okay? So let's talk about a couple of things and ways as to why and how to achieve your goal and still have a social life, bro. I'm not saying to chase pussy. I'm not saying to avoid pussy. I'm saying to focus on shit that you can control. Focus on the shit that's making you feel good, making you better, making you wealthier, making you more of a catch for a bitch that's worthy of being with you. Okay. Number one, become an early riser. We're talking about how to achieve your goals and still have a social life. Become an early riser. Okay. Being a man of a certain age, I thought that time would be on my side. Okay. It's not. Okay. Take it from me. Okay. We have content creators who have had strokes. We've had content creators who have died. Shit is real. Okay. Maximize your time. Okay. If you're staying up late, you're an insomniac and shit, make sure that while you are staying up late, you're doing something productive, not just sex, something productive. You may not be on the right time clock as most normal people are, but if you're working overnight while we're all sleeping and you're sleeping during the day, at least you were productive. We all get the same 24 hours in the day. Okay. Number two, exercise for 30 minutes, bro. Exercise. You know, we've all had better physiques, whether you on TRT, you're in gear, you know, you younger and shit. You know what I mean? Shit is real. It's all about being healthy, being flexible. Again, as you get older, you start to lose your flexibility. Not only do you start to lose your muscularity, you lose your flexibility. So for me, you got joint problems and shit, your back, you walking crazy, your knees and shit, your joints a little crazy. If you go natural, you got to look for foods and nutrients that are going to allow you to be and feel good. Okay. If you want to get stuck on that TRT shit, do you. Exercise for 30 minutes. That means that you should be able to walk up a flight of stairs. You should be able to fuck for at least 3 to 5 minutes before changing a position. You should be able to spar and heavy bag and fight for at least 2 minutes solid, full max. If you are 9 to 5 and you got shit going on, jog, walk on the treadmill, stairmaster, resistance training. 30 minutes a day, man, it will save your fucking life and make you feel better. Okay. This is a no brainer, but you guys are receptive to no brainer ABC shit. Number three, set monthly and weekly goals. Okay. A goal feels good when you achieve it. A goal gives you the confidence to add another goal to your roster. So you started out with one and now you wind up with 2, 3, 4, etc. As long as your goals are realistic and as you continue to achieve more and more goals, the goals that you set out for yourself will seem to be unrealistic. That's the beauty of it. You only set goals and you try to achieve goals that you can achieve. But in order for you to achieve a goal that seems unachievable, you have to work your way up to it. Okay? Set your daily, weekly, hourly goals. Not on your phone, not on the computer. Alexa shouldn't be reminding you the shit that you have to do. Create a daily to-do list. Write it down, 3 to 5 things a day. If you get them all done by that time of the end of the day, it gives your day purpose, it gives your day structure, and it allows you to achieve things and put more and more on your plate. A lot of us decide and think that we can achieve and do and handle everything. That stunts our growth. Okay. Know what you're good at by intermittently giving you more tasks and seeing if you can handle it. If you see that you've kind of overextended yourself, allocate. This is where your stay-at-home girlfriends, this is where your stay-at-home wives, your partners, your friends, etc. You put them to the task because they believe in your vision. They've been there. You know what I mean? This is a no-brainer, bro. Prioritize your motherfucking time. Okay? You young guys, Long years, long weeks, long days. When you get to a certain age, the years start flying by, man. Not only is it flying by, you're really finding the time to achieve and maximize your time because you realize it's flying by. Here's the trick. You got to have the same energy that when you were younger and you didn't realize how important time was. You got to have the same motherfucking energy to try to maximize the time that you know is flying by. That's the trick. Niggas need naps. If you got a lady, you got kid. I mean, you got shit going on. You need the energy, my nigga. You got to eat right. Do the hard stuff first, bro. Okay, do the hard stuff first. You know, you got to clean your crib. You got to, I don't know, do the grass, change the oil, work out on legs, whatever you don't like to do, whatever you feel is a challenge for you on a daily, weekly, hourly basis. Do the hardest things first. Get it over with. You know what I'm saying? And you'll start to realize that what was once hard and difficult and dreary is something that you conquered. That'll also give you some confidence. Focus on the 80-20 rule. Okay. 80-20 rule. What does that mean? AV. Basically, that means there is a theory out that 80% of the women want to be with the 20% of the men. Okay. So we shouldn't get mad at that theory. You should want to become a 20% man, a 10% man, a high value man. How do you do that? You focus on and you look at your peers and you look at what's around you. You don't look at and care about what the women want. Fuck the bitches. Bitches don't know what they want. You usually tell them what they want. You look at your peers, you look at the majority of men. They don't know how to fuck, they don't know how to dress, they have no swag, they're not masculine, and you do the fucking opposite. Okay. That'll allow you by default to be part of the top 20 percentile. You don't have to have Lamborghinis and properties and bust down watches. No cool people and shit like that. It doesn't hurt, but it's not necessary if that's not your lifestyle. Okay. The bottom line is you can live a really good life in your demographic if you become the top 20 percentile that you know most women want. Don't focus on the stats. Focus on becoming part of the stat. Okay. Number 8, streamline your wardrobe, bro. You don't need fancy things, the Amiris, the super dry. I don't know whatever these young niggas is wearing. Get some things that complement your body. You know what I'm saying? Go with monochromatic colors. If you're a certain age, you know, the colorful sneakers may be a little goofy. Try to wear form-fitted things. You don't have to be ripped, but if you're a little hefty, you're thick, you're husky, etc., wear things that are slimming and shit and wear things that actually fit you. It's not an excuse for you not to work out. But be monochromatic, be simple, keep it simple because less is more. If you have a problem with style, your body is awkward and shit, less is more, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And remember, men make the clothes, not the other way around. Okay. Number 9, organize and declutter your home and workspace. Okay. They often say a man's office is a reflection of his brain, his mindset. I just cleaned my shit today. Shit was crazy, bro. Behind these cameras, crazy. I just cleaned it today. I had some time. You know what I mean? I think that's why I'm doing a good show. I'm saying my flow is comfortable because it's an environment. You know what I'm saying? Declutter your life. You don't have to wait till the new year. Find time to get rid of the things that you don't use, whether it has sentimental value or not. Okay. You're only as good as your last win, and your sentiments and things that you're holding on to is only good in that moment. Okay. Number 10, eliminate distractions. Okay. This goes for anybody, your family, your friends. Some people will come in your life because they're deliberately trying to distract you because they don't want to see you win. There are some people who are bumbling idiots that don't even understand that what they're doing is not only distracting you, but it's impeding them from their growth. And the devil will always test you when you're focused and you're grinding. The devil will always tempt you and put you in a position where you have to make tough choices as a man. You got to choose your well-being and what you believe in with your relationships with your kids, your girls. You have to depart and leave and distance yourself from people who don't want more out of life than you. And you have to accept the fact that the people that you would think would support you won't. The bottom line is life is all about balance. If you don't have any mentors or masculine figures in your life to help guide you when you in your younger years, it's going to take you a little bit if you're not open to listening to an OG. You're not open to listening to someone that is causing you and encouraging you to look within yourself. Okay. There's something to be said about there's something to be said about abstaining from women. Something to be said about having to abstain from living your life because you can't prioritize what is important. Either way, whatever you decide to do, just be a man about it and know that everything that you do should be with intent. Okay. Come on, man. What?